Whoa, it's the illusion reporting from somewhere on spaceship Earth. We're out here, sun just set, Towns Out Ranch. Beautiful October day. Life on the ranch right now is mellow. Mellow as always, except for the utter chaos of a bunch of animals and things to be done and all of that good stuff, the constant just life stuff. So I guess, you got to chime in on these things. That's what I do. That's my job, is to chime in. Links down below if you want to support my job. So what's going on, right? I figured I'd wait a minute to just suss it out, get past my own first reactions about what's going on, and I think we know what I'm talking about. If you don't, and that's okay. But it's a scam. It's a total scam, is what it is. And when I say that, I'm not in denier of what has happened. What has happened has happened. And I think that that's one of the things that gets people that are critically thinking into trouble, is to get caught up into that it happened, it didn't happen. And I'm going to go back to something I talked about a little while ago, which is the false flag is the false flag now. It's all circular. It's the snake eating its tail. It's the vacuum cleaner vacuuming itself. The false flag is the false flag, right? So when you look at this story or this event or whatever you want to call it, it's to suck people once again into polarized thinking, dude. And what I've watched over the last 48 hours is people use this as an excuse to unleash their own violent tendencies, right? And use it as a proxy for their own violence, right? So what is going on? This is a giant play to get people to swap out one narrative that wasn't sinking in, which was the wheat field situation. The wars and the wheat field wars, half the population was like, nah, I'm not down for it, right? But you would think maybe that this was an anti-war position, right? Anti-war, dude, right? Doesn't matter what it is, it's just anti-war. But it turns out, and this is the great revealer, that it was political. That most of these people that claim that they're anti-war about the wheat fields are just anti-war because it suits them in a temporary state of political discourse, right? Sleepy guy bad, war in the wheat fields bad. But from the looks of it, if Orange Man says war good, war good. So we've watched a bunch of people that claim to be patriots have decided that they're going to invest in this polarized proxy idea to be an excuse for their own violence or their own need to excuse their lack of depth in intellect for a reason to be rah, rah, rah. So I've watched in the last 48 hours, people get all excited about blowing other people up in the name of those other people blowing people up are wrong. I'll just say it, dude. Like, no matter who's blowing up who, it's wrong. Like, war is an archaic concept. It's a broken idea to solve a problem, dude. It is why humanity can't progress, right? So you look at this thing, and there's enough information already to be that the false flag is a false flag, that this is a total psyop to get the dum-dums to be like gung-ho for violence. And I've told you on this channel many times that the Palestinian issue is the Achilles heel to everything on this planet. The situation over in Palestine or the state of Israel has been going on my entire life, and it's been wrong my entire life. It has been wrong my entire life. So I'm not going to say that I'm in support of any sort of violent narrative. No. What I'm trying to point out is people that claim that they're all 2A and patriotic and they'll defend themselves against oppression are full of it, because the minute that they got the excuse to be the oppressor, they took it. And what do you mean by that is if you've been paying attention to the situation over there in any sort of way, you would realize that it's gross. It's gross on a huge level, and this country's been backing it. This country has been financially supporting the oppression of a group of people. And just ask yourself for a minute, if you were stuck in that, go look at the map. I mean, most people don't even know how to look at a map. Go look at the little square, the little strip of land there in the southern part of the country. Take a good look at it. And get your little, you can get the little mapping utensil out and see how small it is and realize there's 2 million people stuffed into there. 2 million people, right? And had to recharge there. It ran out of power. So anyway, what I was getting into is you have one group of people that is one of the most well-armed, super organized military societies out there, financed by us, dude. We finance that military society that's got complete military dominance over a small group of people, right? And a small group of people, and historically, you can go look at all of the maps of population exchange and the censuses over the last like 100 years, dude. They've gotten stuffed, dude. The Palestinians have gotten stuffed, and they're forced into this little strip of land, dude, down there in the corner, right? Is violence ever correct? No. Is violence understandable? Absolutely. Ask yourself, American patriot, Mr. Tough Guy with your Second Amendment and your beard and your truck and your fast food addiction and your Bud Light and all your weirdness and your whole thing and your rah. What would you do? What would you do if you were forced into a little thin square of land with 2 million of your fellow people, with your children, your family, and outside you're just getting hassled and harassed and fenced in, and you can't go and do what you want to go do, right? What would you do? What would you do, dude? I don't think the answer is very pleasant, right? So I do empathize with it. Do I like it? Absolutely not. Is it how I want to solve a problem? No. But then again, we're financing the problem. We're financing the brutal oppression of a group of people. And to say that this is a surprise isn't to be paying attention. There is plenty of information streams you can get to where you can see the daily oppression of the Palestinian people, man. It's brutal, dude. And I mean, I guess I see why we don't care. We do it here in the United States. They're called Indian reservations, right? We don't care. We just feed them alcohol and keep them in the cage, so to speak. I'm pro people, man. I'm not for countries, dude. I'm not for this mess, dude. So all of a sudden to see all these like patriots be like, rah, 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 we gotta turn on the military machine, dude. Okay, fine. Let's say you wanna go do that. You wanna go back these people and their military might because they're defenseless little nuclear weapons wielding lunatics out in the desert. Fine. Okay, they're our allies, dude. They're the only, like, what did Kennedy say? They're all the only democracy in the Middle East. Like, please stop. Please stop. The reason the Middle East is a mess is because of American intervention. You're not American. No, I am, because I can face the truth of what it is that we do. Like, I don't have a problem with it if that's what we want to do. If we want to glass the world with our bombs, like, let's go do it. But we don't, dude, because at the end of the day, the true value of a human being is we just want to be left alone on the weekends to go picnic with our families and play soccer and baseball and do whatever it is we do. That's everybody, dude. That's what this is all about. So all of a sudden, you have a group of people, the American patriots, that were all anti the wheat field wars, going, oh, Biden's just wasting our money, we're going to stop. Isn't it ironic or coincidental or weird that last week we just had a big change of the speaker down in the House of Representatives? Why is that, dude? Why is that? Because they're going to do a shift right there. All that, like, because the wheat field thing was a fail, dude. A fail, because war is a fail. Everybody loses. Don't we know this by now in humanity? Everybody loses, dude. It's bad vibes spinning into the future, dude, burdening our children and our grandchildren with these scars, these scars on our soul and our metaphysical being, dude. So anyway, yeah, all of a sudden we lose Kevin McCarthy, change of house. You wait and see, dude. The funding of the wheat field thing's going to be gone because they needed to get out of that. That is a disaster if you've been paying any attention. Not the propaganda, like really paying attention, dude. It ain't happening, dude. Right? So they're going to flip the script, and all of a sudden, all that money's going to be going over to the Middle East, right? And you're going to have all the people that a week ago were like, we can't be sending that money over to the wheat fields, dude, because of sleepy drooling guy in his proxy war with it's all going to go over there now. And all the patriots are going to be like, rah, 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 because you're going to watch all these people that a week ago we're not for war with these people. We're anti-war, dude. Trump was the only president that never got us into war, man. Trump was the only president that never got us into war, dude. Now we're going to go support a new war, dude. Oh, it's to defend themselves. Who? The military. So we're literally talking about that. This is strip it all away. We're going to go back the bully. We're going to go back the bully because the weak, picked on kid finally got a punch off. And I'm not condoning violence in any way, dude. But the weak picked on kid finally got a punch off, dude. And we're going to green light the bully, not only punching up the kid, but the kid's brother, sister, mother, father, uncle, aunt, all this. We're literally green lighting an annihilation of a captive audience, dude. Where are these people gonna go, dude? This is crazy. This is crazy that people that claim they're for freedom, claim they're patriotic, claim they understand what the Second Amendment and the Bill of Rights are all about, are justifying their response to be brutal scumbags because it's for those people that can take care of themselves. And if they can't take care of themselves, maybe we got to stop propping up the bully, dude, right? And again, it's not really my fight over there, dude, like, but when it's wrong, dude. And so to get back to the false flag is the false flag, dude. Just bear with me for a second. I don't like what you're saying. You're challenging me. Yes, I'm challenging you to get out of the box, get out of the narrative for a minute. Think for yourself. See what's in front of you. Realize that if you're truly about a person of non-violence, of understanding what that means in the core, You're not going to go the polarized, those guys are wrong. It's all wrong, dude. It's been wrong for a long time. And they're using all the tricks like, no, you can't, you're not a Christian if you don't want to defend them. Dude, those people won't defend you either, by the way. None of them, dude. They're busy with their own problems, dude. Let me ask you this. Take a look at this. You're telling me that one of the most secure, amped up countries on the planet with walls and surveillance and checkpoints, dude, and just brutal just divisions and walls and chaos and sensors and some of the most advanced control technology the planet has to offer. Some of the greatest control technology the planet has to offer on an anniversary, the 50-year anniversary of one of their big moments. Like, it would be the equivalent, and everyone's like, well, they were like taking the day off. It was Saturday, dude. It was this. It was a holiday. They just didn't see it coming. Really? Do you buy that for a second? Or do you see that this was a setup? What do you mean it's a setup? You just said that those people are getting hassled. Who is hummus? Hummus is not a bunch of crushed up garbanzo beans. Hummus was created by Mossad to control the Palestinian people, to be their controlled opposition, if you will. It's a scam, dude. And the shitty part of this scam is they set up their own people. But then again, if you're at this channel, you're a truther, you know that that's not unusual for the power brokers, the military industrial complex, the evil keepers, the Satanists, the evil doers, to sacrifice their own people, man. Like that's what we're fighting. We're fighting people that are willing to sacrifice the children to the fires of Moloch or Satan or Baphomet or whatever you want. You can't have it both ways. You can't say that you're busy fighting the oppression of people by the military industrial complex corporate Borg and then go back them the next minute. It doesn't work like that. You got to stay consistent, dude. If you're against the evildoers on this planet, dude, you're against the evildoers on that planet. So if you want to take a step back and take a real look at it, ask yourself why there was a rave going on roughly 3.5 miles due east of the west wall of the Gaza Strip. Ask yourself that, dude. They're just people partying and dancing and just eating acid and doing whatever weird stuff they're doing 3 miles within earshot of Gaza. Ask yourself that, dude. It's sick. The questions are sick and the answers are horrifying when you go there. But allow yourself to have your visceral reaction. We all have our visceral reaction, and then take a step back and be like, whoa, dude, am I getting sucked into a polarized justification for violence, dude? Think about it. Think about that the false flag is the false flag is the false flag. It's just the spinning thing to get you to violate the truth, the sanctity of life, man, and say that it's okay to bring the hammer. You can't be pro-life and for the oppression of the Palestinian people, dude. Like it doesn't work like that. You can definitely be against the abomination of the violence that took place against the people of the Israeli state yesterday. Absolutely, man. You can be against that violence. But you also have to be against the violence that the IDF commits upon the Palestinian people regularly, daily, women, children. You don't get to pick and choose. If you're truly trying to get through this thing, you got to stay consistent, man. And what you're looking now is I'm telling you that Orange Man and the Patriots are just as lame and dangerous as the sleepy guy and the wokesters, dude. Beware, man. Beware of anyone that's going to convince you to justify violence out there, dude. If it comes to your own backyard, take care of business, man. I'll applaud it. I'll back you up, dude. But it's not in your backyard. It's somebody else's backyard. And most people that say that they're for the big, brutal military state coming, bringing the hammer down on the people shoved into the corner behind the fences, don't know what the fuck they're talking about, man. Don't have an idea. Haven't even looked on a map to see where any of this stuff is. Have no idea, dude. So yeah, man, I'm not for violence in any way, and I'm not justifying violence on any level. And I am definitely not backing the big military state, dude. No way, dude. No way, man. No way. You're about to, if you're not careful, spiritually, metaphysically, and intellectually, get behind the bully brutalizing the weakling, the one we're supposed to defend. We as Americans are really supposed to be defending the weak people, not the brutal military regime, dude. Just saying, man. Ask yourself some questions. I don't like it, dude, but I'm not getting all caught up with the end times and the doom and gloom and all that stuff. No. Just ask yourself, dude. Just ask yourself some real questions about why now, what's going on, and if you've ever been aware of what the evildoers will do, everything has a specific astrological time, astrological date, specific date. This was a ritual, dude, a ritual sacrifice on a mass level. It was an inside job perpetrated by the state on these weak people to justify their elimination, dude. Whoa, that's heavy. Yeah, it's that heavy, dude. Because I don't get how you get it the other way. Everyone was just memeing about how Hillary wants everyone to be put in a camp for their MAGA thoughts, dude. Huh. It's weird. You don't want that crazy witch saying you deserve to be put in a camp and re-educated for your MAGA thoughts, but you're willing to say that it's okay. And this is how they're going to unify the scumbag American ideology, dude, is that's what they're trying to do. They're trying to get everyone on the same page, dude, about something, and to turn the fire hose on somebody, because, you know, at the end of the day, man, we're a violent culture. We're an extremely violent bloodlust culture, dude. And it's time for us to come to that truth, man, and understand what that means, dude. Because the quicker you understand what that means, the quicker you don't have to live it, dude. The quicker you're not going to fall for it. The quicker you're not going to become a proponent of violence, death, and destruction. The quicker you'll be in opposition to violence, death, and destruction, dude. Anyway, it's getting dark. The stars are going to come out. And I know a bunch of you aren't going to like it, but so be it, man.